Subhanallah walhamdulillah, Subhanallah walhamdulillah, Subhanallah walhamdulillah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Fata'ala Allahu al-Malikul Haqq. Fata'ala Allahu al-Malikul Haqq. Fata'ala Allahu al-Malikul Haqq. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wa salatu wa salamu ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Wa ba'd. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters in Islam. My name is Muhammad Awal. I'm an engineer from Nigeria, indigenous of Niger State, Edatila Kogame, Niger State, a village called Go inside Edatila Kogame. That's where I'm from, that's one time, that's my village. I'm in the favorite tribe. This is my number 104 video. So I come to this Lagos, not fans of television, so I'm living inside Lagos in a area, Lagos in a area, Masala in Lagos, and every time when you come to that mall, where I find into what I'm living. My business is selling small from selling. So today's topic is about the hikmah that Allah grant to them, or the prophet, that's the hikmah Allah grant to them, trust, and then that's hikmah Allah grant to them, Twairun, meaning bad. Then today I will explain how bad, consider the house for himself, build a house for himself, use the hikmah Allah grant to them, how bad, consider the house for himself. So 3:1, I will say about then again, that is in this making sentence from the whole Quran. That's why I will say about the Quran. Then again, 7 translation of the whole Quran in the word Twairun. 7 translation of the Holy Quran in the word Twairun. Then, that one I will say about that. Then when we come to the what Twairun, meaning bad, Allah mentioned, talk about them in Surah Al-Sabat, chapter 34, verse 10 said, وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا دَاوُدَ مِنَّا فَضْلًا يَا جِبَالُ أَوِّبِي بِمَاءٍ وَالطَّيْرِ وَأَنَّا لَهُ الْحَدِيدِ. And indeed we bestow our grace on Prophet Daud. And indeed we bestow our grace on Prophet Daud. Say, O you mountain, glorify Allah with him, and you also bed, and you bed also, and Allah will hadid, and then we stop iron for him. Wa Allah will hadid, and we made iron stop for him. Look at it. So that is better to see it. Do Allah grant us hikmah, give us hikmah? That is some way Allah give that's the way Allah give Twairun bad hikmah. Then how bad constructed house, build a house for himself. For himself. You see, through making sentence from the Quran, when we go to Surah Al-Isra, chapter 71, verse 10, Allah give us 3 commands. Verse 1, that said, قل ادعوا الله وادعوا الرحمن أيما تدعوا له الأسماء الحسنى ولا تجعلوا بصلاتك ولا تخافت بها وابتغي بين ذلك سبيلا. Say, call Allah or call Ar-Rahman, but whatever name you call him, say for him belong the best name. Then the first command Allah said, وَلَا تَجْعَلْ بِصَلَاتِكَ. Don't loud it. Now, the Allah said, meaning don't see that is false. The second command said, وَلَا تُخَافِتْ بِهَا. You hide it, meaning don't hide it. See, that's the second part of one. Then third command say, وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ سَبِيلًا. But fully website. See that third part. Then, وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ سَبِيلًا. But fully website. Then this way between is way to adjust your voice in salat. You will not alone hide you. Unless somebody come close to you, you get in this part. Prophet says society, your society will be like this. You see, I not allowed to hide it. I didn't allow to hide it. Unless somebody come closer to you, you get in this part. Prophet says society. You see? Then all your salat start from salat Zuhr, salat Zuhr, salat Asr, salat Maghrib, salat Isha, Shafi, and water nafilat is with why. All your recitation in salat, all your recitation in tasbih, all your recitation in dua, you will adjust by you will not allow honey. Unless somebody comes around to you, yes, if this one, Prophet says it's recited. Then that is taught for one. That's way I choose for. Then that is way fundamental. Then the concurrent for to know that this way between say way fundamental. There's no doubt in that. You see one Surah Al-Anfal, chapter 8 verse 24 said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu istajibu lillahi wa lirasulihi idha da'akum lima yuhyikum وَعَلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحِيلُ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَقَلْبِهِ وَأَنَّهُ إِلَيْهِ تُحْشَرُونَ. He say, oh, you who believe, answer Allah and His Messenger when He call you to that which is given, and know that Allah come in between person and son, and then to him shall be given. He say, وَعَلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحِيلُ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ, and know that Allah come in between person and his son. Then He gave us command in Surah Al-Isra, chapter 74, Surah 10, end of verse, وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ سَبِيلًا, but follow a way between. So you see, a way between is a whole full material, there's no doubt in that. Look at it. So I said, there's no doubt in that. Then this a way between is for you to adjust your voice, or your recitation in salat, or your recitation in tazbah, or your saying dua, you adjust the voice, you will not alone had it. Unless somebody come close to you, yes, if this is what Prophet says something. Then that is not for one, that's what I suggest for us. That's what follow that. Then the name of the way to follow that is the best one, which is one goes on to Zumar chapter 1 verse 18 says, الَّذِينَ يَسْتَمِعُونَ الْقَوْلَ فَيَتَّبِعُونَ أَحْسَنَهُ أُولَٰئِكَ هَدَاهُمُ اللَّهُ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ. Those who listen to a word and follow the best part thereof, then those are whom Allah has rightly guided, and then those are men of understanding. So you see, the whole one is a word of follow. Then when the Muslim listen to the whole one and then follow the best part thereof, a way in between is a word, then the name of the way between a way follow, that is best part one. Then this is a way between that you are seeing. That's the best one. Then this is a way between that you are seeing. The philosophy behind it has no end. Then look at how to make sentence from the one. Between your house and the mosque. That is a way between your follow. Between your house and market. That is a way between your follow. Between your house and battlefield. That is a way between your follow. Then look at how to make a sentence. What was Surah Al-Isra chapter 74 verse 66 said, رَبُّكُمُ الَّذِي يُنْزِلُ لَكُمُ الْفُلْكَ فِي الْبَحْرِ تَبْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِهِ إِنَّهُ كَانَ بِكُمْ رَحِيمًا. Your Allah is one that drives you for you to receive in order that you might seek of His bounty. Truly Allah is ever most merciful towards you. Then Allah is one that drives everything. Then look at it. Between your house and the mosque, that is a way in between, a way for all matter. Then Allah is one that drives you to the mosque. That going to the mosque that you are going. That going to the mosque that you are going. Between your house and market, that is the way between your follow. Then Allah is one that drive you to the market. That going to the market that you're going. Between your house and battlefield, that is a way between your follow. Then Allah is one that drive you to the battlefield. That you are going to the battlefield. So see. Then I will say about it. Then again, what's what the fight? Verse 70 said, فَلَمْ تَقْتُلُوهُ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ قَتَلَهُمْ وَمَا رَمَيْتَ إِذْ رَمَيْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ رَمَى وَلِيُبْلِيَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ بَلَاءً حَسَنًا إِنَّ اللَّهَ سَمِيعٌ عَلِيمٌ. You killed them, but Allah killed them. You threw in it, attempted to throw it, but Allah threw it. That He might touch believer by a veteran. إِنَّ اللَّهَ سَمِيعٌ عَلِيمٌ. Allah is all hearer and all knower. So see, the philosophy behind this verse has no end. When you go to an Imam and then Imam teach you, then that Imam teach you, not Allah teach you. فَلَمْ تَقْتُلُوهُ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ قَتَلَهُمْ وَمَا رَمَيْتَ إِذْ رَمَيْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ رَمَى. You killed them, but Allah killed them. You throw it, attempted that you don't throw it, but Allah threw it. So see, the philosophy behind that verse has no end. It's about that one. Then again, when we come to the word Sunnah, you see Sunnah mean all the command of all the time that never change, and then all the natural things that Allah created that never change. That means of Sunnah. And then when we go to Israel chapter 74 verse 7 said, Sunnatum man qad arsalna qablaka min sunnah wallan tajid sunnatina tahawila. These are Sunnah, what the messenger was saying before you, Prophet Muhammad. They say wallan tajid sunnah tahawila. You never see any alternation of Sunnah. Then again, Surah Al-Azhar chapter 31 verse 2 says, Sunnatullahi fil ladhina khalaw min qabl wallan tajid sunnatallahi tabdila. That is Sunnatullahi with the case of those who pass your fall, and then you will never see any change in Allah's Sunnah. Then if I ask, what are the things of all material that never change? You see, all the command of all material never change. That is one of the sunnah that never change. Like salat, fasting, ablution, blinking eye that you are blinking, seeing that you are seeing with your eye, breathing that you are breathing with your nose, hearing that you are hearing with your ears, talking that you are talking with your mouth, eating that you are eating with your mouth, walking that you are walking with your hand, walking that you are walking with your leg, running that you are running with your leg, flying that bird is flying with it. We do it. That one, all that one never change. That is one of the sunnah that never change. Then Sunnah mean all the natural things that Allah created that never change, like leaf, grass, tree, sky, star, moon, sun, mountain, rain that is falling, fire, animal, bird, fruit, all the natural things that Allah created. That is one of the Sunnah that never change. Then Faradun and Sunnah is same meaning. It is named as difference. And then the Faradun and Sunnah, there's no one can use it except all material side Lord. Faradun means Sunnah, Sunnah means Faradun. Faradun mean command of all, mean composite, anything that is composite. Then Faradun mean command of all material that will be doing constantly. Like salat, fasting, ablution, blinking eye that you are blinking, seeing that you are seeing to eye, breathing that you are breathing, hearing that you are hearing to ears, talking that you are talking to mouth, eating that you are eating with mouth, walking that you are walking with hand, walking that you are walking with your leg, running that you are running with your leg, flying that bird is flying with wings. You see? So see, Faradun mean command of that will be doing constantly. But that one is Faradun. Then inside again, Faradun mean command of all material that will be seeing constantly, like natural things that Allah created. Like leaf, grass, trees, sky, star, moon, sun, mountain, rain and falling, fire, animal bed, fruit. All the natural things that are created. That never said. You see, it's Faradun, it's composite for you to see. Then Faradun mean command what that will be feeling constantly, like air, angry, happy, joy, etc. Then Faradun mean command what that will be hearing constantly. Hearing is composite. That's Faradun. Then Faradun mean command what that will be constantly. So I say. Then Faradun means Sunnah. Sunnah means Faradun. Faradun means Sunnah. And then when we go to Quran, Allah says, وَلَن تَجِدَ سُنَّةَ اللَّهِ تَبْدِيلًا. You never see any change Allah Sunnah. Then what are things all of that never change? You see, all the command of all of that never change. That is one of the Sunnah that never change. Like salat, fasting, ablution, blinking eye that you are blinking, seeing that you are seeing to eye, breathing that you are breathing, hearing that you are hearing, talking that you are talking to mouth, eating that you are eating to mouth, walking that you are walking to hand, running that you are walking that you are walking to your leg, running that you are running to your leg. All that one never change. That is one. Flying at the bed is flying with wings. All that one never change. That is one of Sunnah that never change. Then Sunnah mean all the Sunnah that Allah created that never change. Like leaf, grass, trees, sky, star, moon, sun, mountain, rain and falling, fire, animal bed, fruit. All the Sunnah that Allah created never change. That is one of Sunnah that never change. Then Sunnah mean command of Allah that will be feeling constantly, like air, angry, happy, joy. All that one never change. That is one of the Sunnah that never change. Then Sunnah mean command of Allah that will be hearing constantly. You see, that one never change. That is one of Sunnah. So you see, Faradun and Sunnah is same meaning. It is named that is different. And then this Faradun and Sunnah, just no one can use it except all my Jalasa alone. So when the Muslim come to understand that the Faradun and Sunnah is same meaning, it is named that difference. And then this Faradun and Sunnah, just no one can use it except all my Jalasa alone. Then that is time they will be able to translate Hikmah. And then we go straight to the whole Quran. Surah An-Nisa chapter 1 verse 54 said, وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا إِبْرَاهِيمَ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةَ. You see, that's the Hikmah. Allah said, grant to Prophet. That's the Hikmah. Allah said, grant to Prophet Ibrahim a.s. That's why again, when we go to Luqman chapter 31 verse 12 said, وَلَقَدْ آتَيْنَا لُقْمَانَ الْحِكْمَةَ. You see, that is Hikmah. Allah said, grant to the Prophet. That's Hikmah. Allah said, grant to Prophet Luqman. You see, listen. That's why again, when you go to Swat chapter 31 verse 20 said, وَشَدَدْنَا مَلَكَهُ وَآتَيْنَا وَالْحِكْمَةَ وَفَصْلَ الْخِطَابِ. You see? The Hikmah Allah said grant to the Prophet, and that's the Hikmah Allah said grant to Prophet Dawud al-Islam. Because again, when you go to Surah An-Nisa chapter 1 verse 30 said, وَلَوْلَا فَضْلُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكَ وَرَحْمَتُهُ لَهَمَّت طَّائِفَةٌ مِّنْهُمْ أَن يُضِلُّوكَ وَمَا يُضِلُّونَ إِلَّا أَنفُسَهُم وَمَا يَضُرُّونَكَ مِن شَيْءٍ وَأَنزَلَ عَلَيْكَ الْكِتَابَ وَالْحِكْمَةَ وَعَلَّمَكَ مِمَّا لَمْ تَعْلَمْ وَكَانَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكَ عَظِيمًا. You see, that's the Hikmah Allah said grant to the Prophet, and that's the Hikmah Allah said grant to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So you see, Allah said has give this Hikmah to all the Prophet. And then he granted this Hikmah to whom he please, whom he wants. Which is why he goes to Al-Baqarah chapter 2 verse 269 say, يؤتي الحكمة من يشاء ومن يؤتي الحكمة فقد أوتي خيرا كثيرا وما يذكر إلا أولي الألباب. Allah grant Hikmah to people, and that Hikmah has been given, indeed has been given about it good, but none remember, it's a man of understanding. So see, then this Hikmah, Allah give to whom he please, whom he want. Then this Hikmah made all the things that we mafatu, whatever mafatu. And then this same Hikmah Allah grant to Prophet Noah al-Islam, he used nail and plank, and they consider sheep. Then nail is removed from iron is removed from mountain. Then plank is removed from tree. Then mountain and the tree, that is one of the Sunnah that never change. Then iron is removed from mountain. Nail is removed from iron. Then plank is removed from tree. Then nail and plank, that is one of the Sunnah that never change. Then Prophet Noah now consider sheep out of it. Then that sheep that he considered out of that nail and plank, that is one of the Hikmah grant to play. And that is the Hikmah grant to Prophet Noah Islam. Then this Hikmah to say it. This is the Hikmah grant to Prophet Dawud al-Islam. And then about Prophet Nuh, when you go Surah Al-Qamar chapter 54, verse 13 said, وَحَمَلْنَا وَعَلَى ذَاتِ أَلْوَاحٍ وَدُسُرٍ. We carry him on a ship made by nail and plank. So say that ship that he considered out of that nail and plank, that is one of the Kimanas are granted to him, and that the Kimanas are granted to Prophet Nuh al-Islam. Then the same Kimanas are granted to Prophet Dawud al-Islam. He used iron, a manufactured weapon for battle, like so-called chain, because of made chain. All the weapon for battle that Prophet Dawud al-Islam manufactured out of that iron, that is one of the Kimanas are granted to Prophet Dawud al-Islam. You see, iron that you use, that is one of the Sunnah that I then Prophet Dawud al-Islam now manufactured weapon for battle out of that iron. Then that weapon for battle that manufactured out of that iron, that is one of the Kimanas are granted to and that is Kimanas are granted to Prophet Dawud al-Islam. Then this Kimanas are granted. We use iron aroma. Then that iron aroma, that is one of the Sunnah that never changed. Then we now use it a manufactured bicycle, motorcycle, vehicle, aeroplane. Then that bicycle, motorcycle, vehicle, aeroplane that we manufactured out of that iron, that is one of the Kimanas are granted and that is Kimanas are granted. So see, then that one, I will explain about that. Then again, when we go to Surah Al-Mudaththir, when we go to Surah chapter 73 of the whole Quran, verse 1, Ya ayyuhal muzammil, O you wrapped in garment, if you are in this world, whether you are living on the road, whether you are living on the street, whether you are living on the incomparable, whether you are living inside mansion, whether you are living on the mountain, whether you are living on the rock, whether you are living on the soil, whether you are living on the water, whether you are living on the fire, whether you are living on the tree, wherever you are in this world, then you should know to yourself you are among of those who Allah has wrapped in his dress. Yeah, you are Muslim. Oh, you wrapped in garment. You are among those who Allah has wrapped in garment, in his dress. That's why again, yeah, chapter 74, verse 1 said, Ya ayyuhal mudaththir, oh you enveloped in garment. Then if you are in this world, if you are living in this world, then you should know to yourself you are among of those who Allah has enveloped in his garment. Whether you are living on the road, whether you are living on the street, whether you are living in incomparable, whether you are living inside mansion, whether you are living on the mountain, whether you are living on the rock, whether you are living on the soil, whether you are living on the stone, whether you are living on the water, whether you are living on the rock, whether you are living on the stone, whether you are living on the water, whether you are living on the fire, whether you are living on the tree, whatever you are in this world, you should know to yourself you are among of those whom Allah has enveloped in his garment. Ya ayyuhal mudaththir, or you enveloped in garment. You should know to yourself you are among of those who Allah has enveloped in his garment. Just again, I'll say about that one. Then when we come to the heart is a judgment part of our body. Everything we do in this world, we judge ourselves. Whatever we do in this world, we judge ourselves. Everything we do in this world, we judge ourselves. Now, for instance, when you say that I want to go and perform salat, you see, that's sort of take that's judgment. Then again, when you say that I want to eat apple, you see, that's sort of take that's judgment. When you say that I want to continue fighting to see that the name of Allah is above all, you see, that decision that you take, that's judgment. So see, some decision will take it internally and externally. So see, then look at how to make sentence. Look at how to make sentence. When the bed, take the judgment, meaning decided, when the bed, meaning decided, say that he want to go and learn how to consider the house of his head. Then immediately when he decided, meaning when he take the judgment, when he decided, then between him and the imam that will teach him how to consider that house, meaning his fellow bed, that will teach him how to consider that house, that is the way of all of it. Then Allah is one that will drive this bed to his fellow, to his imam, to the imam who will teach him. ربكم الذي يسجي لكم الفرق في الباب تبتغوا من فضله إنه كان بكم رحيما. Your Allah is one that drives you for his children in order that you might seek of his bounty. Truly Allah is ever but merciful towards you. Then Allah is one that drives everything. Then when the bed decided said that he want to go and consider the house of himself, then between him and the imam that will teach him how to consider that house, that's when to follow that. Then Allah is one to drive. Allah is one that will drive into that imam. Then when that imam teach him, that imam teach him, not Allah teach him. فَلَمْ تَقْتُلُوهُ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ قَتَلَهُ وَمَا رَمَيْتَ إِذْ رَمَيْتَ لَكِنَّ اللَّهَ. You killed them, but Allah killed them. You throw it at the time that you didn't throw, but Allah threw it. So at the time that the bed decided, go to the imam, meaning his fellow bed. Then if that imam teach him, then that imam teach him, not but Allah teach him. Then again, when the bed decided, said that he want to go and consider the house for himself, then from there, where he is to where he will consider the house, that is the way of all of it. between where he is to where he will consider a house for himself, that's when to follow to then Allah says to drive it to that particular place. Then when he reach there, just say, ربكم الذي ينزل لكم الفرق في البحر تبتغوا من فضله إنه كان بكم رحيما. Your Allah is one that drive the ship for you through the sea in order that my seek of his bounty. Truly Allah is ever most merciful towards you. Then Allah is one that drive everything. Then when the man decided, say that he want to go and consider house for himself, then between him and that particular place where he will consider the house for himself, then that's when to follow that. Then Allah is one to drive into that particular place. Then when he reached there, he used 3, consider the house on top 3. He used 3 leaf grass in consider house. Then that 3 that you use, consider house on top 3, with the leaf and the grass, all that one, that is one of the sunnatul light that never change. Then he now considered house on top of 3. Then that house that is considered out on top of 3, that is one of the hikmah of grant to, and that's one of the another hikmah of grant to toiru many bed. Then that house that is considered on top of 3 is through a way in between a whole kilometer and the first one. Bello, a toiru follow and consider house for itself. So look at how it is. The 3 that you consider house on top, with the leaf and the grass that you use in consider that house. When we come to the one, the bed that you consider house for itself, that's first one. The 3 and the leaf and the grass that we use, the same one. Then consider house that he is doing with his mouth and hand. Consider how that he is doing with his mouth and his leg. That is third one. That's 20. That's what Polmetala. Then the name of a way to a Polmetala, that is best one. So see, it's true a way in between a Polmetala, bed, follow, and consider house for himself. So see, then that house that he considered on top of 3, using leaf and the grass. Then that house that is considered out on top of 3, that is one of the hikmah that are granted, planets that are granted. Bed, طير يؤتي الحكمة من يشاء ومن يؤتي الحكمة فقد أوتي خيرا كثيرا وما يذكر إلا أولو الألباب. Allah grant hikmah to people, and then to whom hikmah has been granted, has been given, meaning has been given about to go, but not remember except man of understanding. So you see, then again, when the bed consider house on top of 3, meaning build the house for itself on top of 3, when the bed enter the house cover him, then Ya ayyuhal muzammil, or you wrap in garment, then that is one of the dress of all materials that are used and wrap that toilet, meaning bed with. Then, when the bed consider house on top of 3, when he entered the house cover him. Then Ya ayyuhal mudassir, or you envelop in garment, then that is one of the dress of all materials that are used and envelop that bed, toilet, meaning bed with. So see, then again, when the toilet finish concerning the house, when the breeze blow, the house makes sound. Then that sound that the house make, is it the toilet that concern the house? Then the bed that concern the house is it one that created that sound and then gives to that house? You will see it's not the one, but it's Almighty Allah is one that created that sound and then gives to that house that you consulted. Therefore, that house that toilet consulted is not the one that consulted, but it's Almighty Allah is one that created it. فلم تقتلوا ولكن الله قتل وما رميت إذ رميت ولكن الله. You killed it, but Allah killed it. You throw it at the time to throw it, but Allah threw it. So at that particular time, that the toilet made a bed, concerning the house for itself, on top of 3, when the breeze blow, the house makes sound. Then that sound that the house make, that the toilet consulted is making, is it one that created that sound and then gives to that house? You see, it's not the one, but it's only material is one that created that house and then gives to that house. Therefore, that house that toilet made a bed consulted is not the one that consulted, but it's Almighty Allah is one that created. So you see, so the same hikmah that I grant to you, that's the same hikmah that I grant to the toilet made in bed. Then again, 7 translation word in word toilet. You see, the word one has 7 translations. Do Allah created 7 heaven and 7 earth. Then Allah said that if you bring forth 7 seed out to the supply, yet the word of Allah would never be ever said. Truly Allah is Almighty and all wise, which is when you go Surah Al-Luqman chapter 31 verse 27 said, وَلَوْ أَنَّمَا فِي الْأَرْضِ مِنْ شَجَرَةِ الْأَكْلَامُ وَالْبَحْرِ يَمُدُّهُ مِنْ بَعْدِ سَبْعَةِ أَبْحُرٍ مَا نَفِدَتْ كَلِمَاتُ اللَّهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ عَزِيزٌ حَكِيمٌ. He said, if all the trees on the earth were pen and the sea were ink, when someone see artery, behind it artery supplied, yet the word of Allah will never be exhausted. Truly Allah is almighty and all wise. You see, that's how the translation of one is up to 7. Then, look at it here. Then again, so you see, each word, then 7 translation one in the word 20, each word in the word one has 7 translation. Each verse in the word one has 7 translation. Then look at it. Then first translation one from Fajr to Nasi. That is Arab language that's revealed one in, and then you can translate one from Arab language to any kind of language in the world entire. Then also again, this word title, you can translate it from Arab language to any kind of language in the world entire. Then, what title you can translate it from Arab language to the English language, which is bad, you call it bad. Then you can translate what title from Arab language to the European language, British language, Spanish language, French language, Indian language, African language, Hausa language, which is Tuntu, we call it Tuntu. Just again in my language, Elu, that's what we call it. Then you can translate what title from Arab language to any kind of language in the world entire. You can translate what title from Arab language to the language of animal, cow language, which is more. You can translate what title from Arab language to the language of cow. You can translate what title from Arab language to the language of ram. You can translate what title from Arab language to the language of horse, which is you can translate what title from Arab language to the language of cat. Meow, meow. You can translate what title from Arab language to the language of lion. Any kind of animal in the world entire. You can translate what title from Arab language to the language of any kind of animal in the world entire. You can translate what title from Arab language to the language of bird. Is that language? You can say what word from Arab language to the language of what that's quack. You can say what word from Arab language to the language of small. You see, all that one is language. If you can be able to hear them, you can say what word from Arab language to the language of any kind of bird, any kind of bird. This again, you can translate what word from Arab language to the language of ant, valley ant, any kind of ant. You can say what word from Arab language to the language of mosquito. What is? That's the language of mosquito. So any kind of ant, you can translate what word from Arab language to the language of any kind of ant. Then again, you can translate what word from Arab language to the language of thing that we manufacture. Anything that is sounding, that's the language of that particular thing. Look at it, you can translate what word from Arab language to the language of leather. You see the sound of leather? Paper. You can translate what word from Arab language to the language of bicycle, motorcycle. Bring you see that's the language. Vehicle. Gin, you see. Aeroplane language. You can translate what word from Arab language to the language of those things that from manufacture. You can translate what word from Arab language to the language of handset that we manufacture. Telephone, radio, television, computer. You can say what word from Arab language to the language of fan, electricity. The sound. Oh, that one is sound. You can say what word from Arab language to the language of those. You can say what word from Arab language to the language of slippers. Pass. Come by. Pass. If it is commercial, whoop. If it is remote, whoop. Oh, that one is language. You can say what word from Arab language to the language of shoes, any kind of shoes. You can say what word from Arab language to the language of generator. You can say what word from Arab language to the language of God. Test. Oh, that one is kind of God. Then you can say what word from Arab language to the language of any kind of God. You can say what word from Arab language to the language of bomb. Boom. You can say what word from Arab language to the language of nuclear bomb. Bam. You can say what word from Arab language to the language of soul. When you go to the battlefield, you hear the soul is making sound. Come. You can say what word from Arab language to the language of cause of male. When somebody comes with a beating in a battlefield, bam with it. You can say what word from Arab language to the language of to any kind of language in the world entirely. That one is in the first translation one from Fatiha to which Arab language that's the video one in, and then you can translate one from Arab language to any kind of language in the world entirely. Then, second translation of the one in the word Twitter, you see, that's number that we are counting. Second translation one in the word Twitter, the number of second that you spend in this word, the numbers of minute that Twitter minute bed was spent in this word, the numbers of hour that bed was spent in this word, the numbers of days that Twitter minute bed was spent in this word, the numbers of week that bed was spent in this word, the numbers of month that bed was spent in this word, numbers of years that bed was spent in this word. Then we come to the blinking eye that bed is blinking. Number of second, number of hour, number of second, number of minute, number of hour, number of day, number of week, number of month, number of years that you spend doing that one in this world. Then we come to see that bed is seeing with side. Number of second, number of hour, number of second, number of minute, number of hour, number of days, number of week, number of month, number of years that you spend doing that one in this world. Just like, when we come to the hearing that bed is hearing. Number of second, number of minutes, number of hour, number of day, number of week, number of months, number of years that was spent doing that one this one. Then again we come to the breathing that bed is breathing, meditating. Number of second, number of minutes, number of hour, number of day, number of week, number of months, number of years that was spent doing those one in this world. Then again we come to the talking. The talking bed is talking. Number of second, number of minutes, number of hour, number of day, number of week, number of month, number of years that you spend doing those one in this world. That's why you come to eating, that bed is eating. Bed is number of seconds, number of minutes, number of hour, number of days, number of week, number of month, number of years that you spend doing all this one in this world. We come to the walking, that bed is walking. Number of seconds, number of minutes, number of hour, number of day, number of week, number of month, number of years that you spend doing those one in this world. That's why we come to the running, that bed is running. Number of seconds, number of minutes, number of hour, number of day, number of week, number of month, number of years that you spend doing those one in this world. That's why we come to the flying, that bed is flying with wings. Number of seconds, number of minutes, number of hour, number of day, number of week, number of months, number of years that you spend doing those one. Any move that he move with his body, number of seconds, number of minutes, number of hour, number of day, number of week, number of month, number of years that you spend doing those one in this world. All that one together is in the second translation of the Quran from Fatiha Nasi with number that we're counting. Number that we're counting is a question to you. Where did we get this number? Where did it come from? Where did it start from? You see, that is in the second translation of the Quran from Fatiha, which is number that we're counting. And then when you count a verse, alpha of the verse in the Quran, any number that stop, any number that reach, that is foundation of that number. That's where it began, that's where it started. Then that number, that's number of the angel that also said that guidance of that verse. Then that number, that's foundation of it, that's where it began, that's where it started. Then that number we use in counting. We count all the natural things that Allah created, and then the thing that we manufacture, all that one. Then that is second translation one from Fatiha, which number that we're counting. So then that one is in the second translation one from Fatiha. Then again, third translation of the Quran from Fatiha and the word Twitter. That is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then, Twitter entirely, men and bed, all the bed that I do want entirely, any kind of bed, all together that I do want entirely. Who is one to carry them? That is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. With the number of seconds, number of minutes, number of hours, number of day, number of week, number of month that will spend doing whatever they will do in this world. Twitter entirely, men and bed, all the bed that are in this world. Who is one to carry them? That is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, third translation of the Quran from Fatiha Nazi, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then when you recite a verse in the Quran, then you translate it. Then whatever Allah says in that verse, who is going to carry them? That is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, third translation of the Quran from Fatiha Nazi, that is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then again, we come to the fourth translation of the Quran in the word Twitter. That is Allahu Akbar, that appear in the left hand side of every mankind body. And then you say it. Allahu Akbar that appear in the left hand side of every mankind body. When you start for Salah, whether you are in a jam'i, meaning in roll, or you are alone, then you're standing from the bread at the left side, reach your leg at the left side, at the left side, that is elephant that is standing at the left side. And then look at it. You see it? Elephant that is standing at the left side. Then your hamper, region west of that's Allah. Name Allah. The way alpha of Allah is 5, that's how the finger your hand is 5. And then when you observe the hamper, that's Allah. Allah. Look at it. Alifun, Lamun, 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 Haun. That's Allah. Then when you start for Salat, immediately when you say Allahu Akbar, you leave your hand at top. Don't bring it down, because when you bring it down, you will not see it. Then your hamper region, what's up? That's Allah on top. Then you now observe the cup of your hand outside there. Outside there. Look at it. Kafun, Ba'un, Ra. Reach your leg. Look at it. Allah on top. Then Kafun, Ba'un, Ra. Reach your leg. That's Allah Akbar. Appear in the left side of every man. Come on. Then again, I do it two ways. Either you do like this, you say Allahu Akbar, or you do like this. You see the some calf. Look at it. Then look at how we are writing it. Allahu Akbar. So that is Allahu Akbar that appear in the left side of every man. Come on. You see what you are saying. That's what your body is describing. What you are saying is like that's what your body is describing. Then the way Allahu Akbar appear in the left side of every man body, that's how Allahu Akbar appear in the left side of every toilet, meaning bed, body. And then the proof about that, immediately when you want to say Allahu Akbar, you move your hand. And that time Allahu Akbar appear in the left side of every man body. Then also bed, when the bed move their body, Allahu Akbar appear in the left side of every bed body. The way your left hand side, the left side of every bed is glorify Allah with Allahu Akbar. That's how the left side of every bed is glorify Allah with Allahu Akbar. So see, that one is in the fourth translation of Quran from Fatih Zazi, which is Allahu Akbar that appear in the left hand side of every mankind body. Then, fifth translation of Quran from Fatih Zazi in the word Torah. That is Allah Akbar that appear in the right side of every mankind body. Look at it. What you are saying, that's what your body is describing. Then when you stand for Salat, you're standing from the bread. When you stand for Salat, whether you whether you are alone, you're standing from the bread at the right side, reach your leg at the right side. That's elephant that's standing at the right side. At the right side. Then your hand parent on one side, that's Allah. And then when you observe your hand, it's Allah. The way alpha of Allah is 5, that's how the finger in your hand is 5. And then when you observe your hand, look at it. Alifun, look at it. Alifun, Lamun, 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 Haun. That's Allah. Then when you start for Salat, immediately when you say Allahu Akbar, you raise your hand at top, say Allahu Akbar. Don't break it down. Because when you break it down, you don't see it. Then your hand part that's at top, that's Allah. Then you now observe the cup of your hand outside that. Let's come out. Kafun, Ba'un, Ra'un. Raise your leg. Look at it. Kafun, Ba'un, Ra'un. Raise your leg. Look at it. Allahu Akbar. Then, Kafun, Ba'un, Ra'un. Raise your leg. You say Allahu Akbar. Then look at it. I do it two way. I do it two way. Either you do like this with your hand, say Allahu Akbar, or you do like this. It's same calf. You see it? So, and then look at how we are writing it. Allahu Akbar. Then, you see Allahu Akbar has appeared in the left side of every mankind body. You see it? Allahu Akbar appeared in the you see Allah Akbar has appeared in the right hand side of every mankind body. You see Allah Akbar has appeared in the right hand side of every mankind body. You see what your body is, what you are saying, that's what your body is describing. Then where Allah Akbar appear in the right hand side of every mankind body, that's how the right hand side of every bed, Allah Akbar has appeared in the right hand side of every bed body. And then the proof about that, when you will say Allah Akbar, you move your hand. That time Allah Akbar appear in the right hand side of every mankind body. Then also bed, when they move their body, Allah Akbar appear in the right hand side of every body. Then also again, the way your the right hand side of every mankind body is glorify Allah with Allah Akbar. That's how the right hand side of every bed is glorify Allah with Allah Akbar. Then that one is in the fifth translation one from Fatih Zazi with Allah Akbar that appear in the right hand side of every mankind body. That's again sixth translation one from Fatih Zazi in what toilet, meaning bed. That is a way between away the salat just for us salat. Which is when we got Surah Al-Isra'il, chapter 17, verse 1 and 6 and 1 10. Allah said that he had divided one in two parts. Then where Allah said divided one, he now choose a way for us to follow. Which is in Surah Al-Isra'il, chapter 17, verse 1 and 6. Said, وَقُرْآنًا فَرَّقْنَا لِتَقْرَأَهُ عَلَى النَّاسِ عَلَى الْمُكْثِ وَنَزَّلْنَاهُ تَنزِيلًا. And it's a Quran in which we have divided into parts in order that to to remain at an interval. وَنَزَّلْنَاهُ تَنزِيلًا, and it's a revelation with a veil. This again in Surah Al-Isra'il, chapter 17, verse 1 and 10 said, قُلِ ادْعُوا اللَّهَ وَادْعُوا الرَّحْمَنَ أيما تدعوا له الأسماء الله الحسنى ولا تجعل بصلاتك ولا تخافت بها وابتغي بين ذلك سبيلا. He say call Allah or call Ar-Rahman, by whatever name you call him, say for him belong the blessing. Then the first command Allah said ولا تجعل صلاتك night down loud salat, meaning don't loud salat. You say that is the first one. The second command say ولا تخافت بها, do you hide it, meaning don't hide the salat. You say that's the second one. Then the third command say وابتغي بين ذلك سبيلا, but follow it. That is third one. So you see this way between is for you to adjust your voice. You will neither loud or hadith unless somebody come close to you. You hear as if this one Prophet says something, your sensation will be like this. You see, and I loud hadith, I didn't loud hadith. Unless somebody come closer to you, you will hear as if this one Prophet says something. Then that is not what. That's what I choose for. Then all your salat. Since that for salat suwi, salat zuhr, salat asr, salat maghrib, salat isha, shafi, and witr, nafilat is bid'ah. All your sensation in salat, all your sensation in tadma, all your sensation in dua, you will adjust by you not alone hadith. Unless somebody come close to you, yes, if this one Prophet says society, then that is not what. That's what that is adjust for. Then that's what all material. Then the conqueror for you to know that this way is a way for all material. There's no doubt in that. You see, when goes to the Fajr, chapter 8, verse 24 says, يا أيها الذين آمنوا استجيبوا لله ولرسوله إذا دعاكم لما يحييكم واعلموا أن الله يحول بين المرء وقلبه وأنه إليه تحشرون. He said, oh, you who believe, answer Allah and His Messenger when He called you to that which is give you life, and know that Allah come in between person and side, and then to Him shall all gather. واعلموا أن الله يحول بين المرء وقلبه, and know that Allah come in between person and side. Then Allah Subhanahu give us command in Surah Al-Isra'il, chapter 17, verse 1 and 10, and verse 8, وَابْتَغِي بَيْنَ ذَلِكَ سَبِيلًا, but follow a way between. So you see, a way between is a way of all material, there's no doubt in that. Then this a way between. The name of a way between, of all material, that is best for one. Which is one sort of Zumar, chapter 1, verse 18 said, الَّذِينَ يَسْتَمِعُونَ الْقَوْلَ فَيَتَّبِعُونَ الْأَحْسَنَ أُولَٰئِكَ هَدَاهُمُ اللَّهُ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ أُولُو الْأَلْبَابِ. Those who listen to a word and follow the best part thereof, then those are whom Allah has rightly guided, and those are men of understanding. You see the whole one is a word of all material. Then when the Muslim listen to the whole one and then follow the best part thereof, then those are whom Allah has rightly guided, and then those are men of understanding. So you see, then look at it. The philosophy behind a way between all material has no end. When you look at it, Allah can look at it. Look at a way between this line that brought a between. That's a way between all material. Look at it in our body. You see it. That's why again when you go to the bed, you'll find it in the bed board. The hair of the bed, you'll find that line. In the body of the bed, you'll find that line. Then look at it. The bed. Between the bed and his fellow bed, when he want to fly to go to his people, when the bed want to fly to go and meet his fellow bed, between where he is and where we made it, that's when the overall that Allah is going to drive into there. ربكم الذي يجزي لكم الفرق في البعض تبتغوا من فضله إنه كان بكم رحيما. Your Allah is going to drive you for you truly see in order that you must seek of His bounty. Truly Allah is ever most towards you. Then Allah is going to drive everything. Then look at it. Between the upper lip of the eye of the bed and the down lip of the eye of the bed, that is a way to your follower. Then Allah is going to drive his eye, drive his lip of the eye. Then between the eyes of the bed and where you will see, that's when the overflow. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala drives his eye to see there. Then between the nose of the bed and the air that will breathe, that is when the overflow. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala drives the air inside, in and out. Then between the ears of the bed and the hair that you hear with it, that's when the overflow. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala drives what you hear in his ears. Then between the upper lip of the mouth of the bed and the down lip of the mouth of the bed, then that is a way between your phone. Then Allah says that drive his mouth that is talking to you. Between the upper lip of the bed and the upper teeth of the bed, with the down lip of the bed, with down teeth, that's where the then that Allah is going to drive that his mouth, that eating that he is doing. Then that's between upper lip of the bed and bed, that eating that he eats, Allah is going to drive. Just again between the leg of the bed and the working that he work with it, that's what he fulfills. Then Allah is one that drives the leg of the bed. That's you see it working going. Then between the leg of the bed and the working that work with it, that's what he fulfills. Run that run to it, that is a way to fulfills. Then Allah is one that drives the leg of the bed going. Then flying that is flying between where you started flying to where you go to. That's where he fulfills. Then Allah is one that drives the bed that you see it fly going. You continue going. Philosophy behind it has no end. So you see, then through a way between any move that he move in this world through a way between. So I say, then that one is through a way between they follow and do everything. Then that one is in the sixth translation of the Quran for Fatah Nasi, which is a way between a way for Matala. That is meant the best one. Then seventh translation of Quran in the word Twaira, that is Fata'ala Allah wal Malikul Haqq. Seventh translation in the word Twaira, that is Fata'ala Allah wal Malikul Haqq. Then this Fata'ala Allah wal Malikul Haqq. You see Twaira, Allah says when I created Twaira, meaning bed, all the bed, Allah says I created them, and then with the number of second, number of hour, number of second, number of minute, number of hour, number of day, number of week, number of month that they will spend doing whatever in this world, whatever they do in this world, and then everything about them. Allah says I created them. Then with the salat that they are performing and everything in this world. Then Fata'ala Allah wal Malikul Haqq is above whatever they are doing. Then high above all the Allah true king is above whatever they are doing. And then again, when you go to Surah Al-11, Surah Al-Isra, verse 44 said, verse 44 said, تسبح له السماوات السبع والأرض ومن فيهن وإن من شيء إلا يسبح بحمده ولكن لا يفقهون تسبيحه. You said it time. Somebody have an earth, meaning and seven earth glorify him, or that they in glorify him. Wa in min shay'in la yusabbihu bihamdi, meaning there's not a thing but glorify his praise. For him salat wal matal. Walakin la yafqahuna tasbihahu, but you understand not their glorification, meaning their salah. So see, there. So whatever bad do in this world, you see, bad is perform salah the way you are performing. So whatever bad do in this world, Fata'ala Allah wal Malikul Haqq is above whatever bad do in this world. Then that one is in the seventh translation part for Fatah Nazi, which is Fata'ala Allah wal Malikul Haqq. So since that is seventh translation word in the word trade, bad. So I think this one got to stop. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.